So welcome back to our 5-part maybe series about installing and running Python and PiPico SDK on your own computer. So in this episode, we're going to be installing PiPico SDK and any kind of requirements that you need, including Pico SDK and any other libraries, which will get you started at controlling your PicoScope straight away. So in the previous episode, we installed Python, we verified it. We also installed VS Code with all the extensions you may need to get started with Python. And then today we're going to be installing the rest of it, and then we should be up and running with our PicoScope in no time. So let's jump straight into the action with our laptop. Okay, so PiPico SDK is super easy to install. You just need one prerequisite, and that is the Pico SDK itself. So that's all your PicoScope drivers, which we'll be talking directly to through the Python library. So this is what we did last episode. So we'll open up a new tab on our browser, and then we'll go to the picotech.com website. So this is the official website where you can download the official SDK. So go to Downloads, Software. You need to pick your oscilloscope. So PiPico SDK will only support the 6000E series and the 3000E series for now. By the time this episode comes out, we'll also support the 5000D series. So just keep updated on the amount of PicoScopes it supports. So as we're using the 6000E today, we'll be looking for the 6000E, and we've got 6824E. And then we'll download the Pico SDK 64-bit. So first let's enter some information. Okay, so now we have the download link. We'll just install this. Right, so the launcher has started, so we'll just install and run through this quickly. So as we run through the setup, this installs all of the drivers. So how Pico SDK works is there's some main C written drivers, and we're going to be using Python, built Python library that talks directly to those drivers, giving you instant control. So that's installed. So we'll launch VS Code back up. VS Code. And then we have our same package from before. So what we can do is open up our terminal. We'll restart a new terminal just to make sure everything's refreshed. And then what we need to do is pip install PiPico SDK. So that will install the Python package that will talk to our drivers. And it will also install NumPy, which allows us to talk directly to the C drivers with extended data frames and data arrays. So that's all installed. So to verify this, we're going to be looking at the GitHub examples. So if we go to the Picotech GitHub, which is github.com/picotech/PiPico SDK, we'll be able to open up our examples. So a quick example to use would be a simple block capture. So we'll just copy all of this. And what this example does is simply uses the built-in signal generator, puts a pulse straight into the front end, and then we're going to be reading and printing that pulse straight to the terminal. Right, so if we create a new file, simple block example.py, and then we'll paste that example script straight into it. So another library we need for this particular example is matplotlib. So that will be our plotting UI for this script. So we'll pip install matplotlib, and that will install the pyplot into our Python. And then also while we're here, we'll plug in our PicoScope. So make sure you have power to a 6000 series, and you can see it's just turned on. So a quick way to verify that your PicoScope is talking to your machine and it's not PiPico SDK is just to run PicoScope 7 and then see if your PicoScope's working correctly and it correctly integrated into your PC. Right, so we've installed matplotlib and our PicoScope is plugged in. So what we can do is simply right click, run Python, run in terminal. Awesome. So that has worked, so everything's been installed correctly. You can see here we have our device version, we also have our sample rate printed out, and PyPlot has plotted the full sine wave that we needed. So that's just a quick verification that Pi Pico SDK is in fact installed correctly and everything's working as it should be. So in the next episode, we're going to be moving on from that and creating our very own Pi Pico SDK Python script from scratch. So we'll be delving into each of the individual functions, what it does to the PicoScope and why we use them. So keep an eye out for the next episode and make sure to like and subscribe.